Thanks for tuning in to The Life.
We're about to join Canadian hunter Yoshi, who came to archery camp with dreams of hunting a pronghorn with his bow.
Let's see how Yoshi does.
My brother Nalto, he had been hunting this blind for 2 days. He shot an amazing wide buck that we had been watching the day earlier. He shot it, and our guide TJ thought we should go back in. We had seen 75 the first day in there, probably 50 or something like that before Nalto shot his, and we knew that there was a lot of big bucks left in there. Our first sit, we went back in there, and right away there's pronghorns just moving everywhere. It was happening early. It was hotter than the previous 2 days. Like, it was extremely hot. And before too long, we get goats coming in from behind us. A lot of the goats from this blind come straight from the west, which is directly behind the blind. So we've got our windows in front of us like this. These are our spots to shoot kind of deal, but all of them are coming from behind us. So a lot of our day is spent basically dividing it up. So we'd take turns, either Nalto or I are leaned in the corner looking through a little slot like this because they're coming over this west ridge. And so we're looking like this. The other guy is looking straight south, where it seems to be the second spot that they come from, along this ridge that runs right down to the watering hole. So between the two of us, we basically have to cover it like this. If you don't, you're getting busted for sure, because they just show up and they'll be coming from behind the blind, so you just can't see them, and they're just there at the watering hole like 20, 30 yards away. So that's the way we figured best to hunt it and to not get surprised. We had one really nice buck come in a group. He was a nice buck. I didn't like the shots that he was given. They're all basically like quartering two. He would drink and then quartering two, and I was trying not to take the quartering two shot. And he gave me one perfect broadside shot with a goat drinking right in front of him and one behind him slightly on an angle, and I just didn't like it. I thought, it's not a smart shot. If I do anything crazy, if I make a mistake, I might drill the goat in front of him. And so we just decided not to shoot him. I drew on him once and just didn't like the shot, so just let him go. Watching straight to the west, we see two big bucks. They bed down for a long time. They won't come. And then doe and two fawn muleys come in, and they drink and drink. And they're taking their time. They don't bust. Everything works out fine. And the second they leave, I think that was his cue. I think he was watching them, and he was making sure they made it out of there fine. The second they left, he gets up. The two bucks start walking in, and from over another knoll, we can see bucks basically funneling in like this towards us that we couldn't see. And all of a sudden, there's like 6 or 7 bucks behind the blind, like within 30 yards, no way to shoot at them. We're both extremely uncomfortable and in pain, just kneeling. You can't move. They're so close that you can't make a mistake. And eventually they all turned and came in on this side, which was better for us. It was a better spot to shoot. And a little fawn comes in, it drinks, and the next thing I can see is I can actually see the shadow of a buck coming in, and he comes in 16 yards, and I see another shadow coming in. I think he was the third buck that came in. He was the one that we were after, and he comes in drinking, and we knew that just got to sneak the shot basically beside, get around that shoulder blade and don't hit his leg. And so I took the shot and double lunged him, and he went probably 30 yards and tipped over. Got him. Nalto and I have been wanting to hunt pronghorns our whole life, so to finally be able to was incredible. He shot an amazing buck the day before, and all of a sudden I just shot mine, and so the two of us had tagged out, and it was an incredible experience. Scott and Angie here and TJ and the rest of the staff. They're so professional, they're so organized, they've got their system down. And in terms of the country itself, I mean, like there are animals to no end. Like we saw 102 pronghorns on the day that I shot one. Like it's amazing here.
That smile says it all.
Good work, Yoshi, and congratulations on fulfilling a dream.